the first time in history, Iranian officials say the country has closed the Strait of Hormuz following joint strikes from the U.S. and Israel. While this is not an officially recognized closure, shipping has been completely stalled in the strait. 20% of the world's oil and gas trade flows through the passage along Iran's southern border. Iranian media reports that authorities have been ordered to set any ship trying to pass through on fire. The strait's unofficial closure comes after Iran began launching retaliatory attacks on oil tankers traveling through the passage in recent days. The military action against Iran over the weekend marks the second time this year that the Trump administration has struck a member country of OPEC, a group of major global oil producers. Iran and Venezuela are both founding members. The strikes have driven up oil futures, with prices up nearly 6% this afternoon after rising more than 10% Sunday night. James Bikales joins us now. He is an oil and gas reporter for Politico. James, what does this unprecedented closure of the strait mean for global energy trade?
Yes, well, great to be with you, Lindsay. Iran is not only a major oil producer, but it also sits along the Strait of Hormuz, as you mentioned, where 20% of the world's oil trade, as well as 25% of liquefied natural gas, flows every day. And so the markets have already reacted with a significant uptick, 6% today, and many analysts predict that will continue to grow the longer that this conflict continues to go on.
What does all this uncertainty in the global oil market mean for the average American at the gas pump?
Yeah, so the general rule of thumb is that each dollar of increase in the oil markets equates to about a 2 to 2.5% increase for Americans at the gas pump. Obviously, that's affected by a multitude of factors. But in general, we've seen some reports already of prices going up, especially for wholesale diesel. And so we're going to be continuing to watch over the next couple days to see if that translates into a significant increase for American consumers.
What would potentially increasing gas prices do for President Trump politically here at home?
Yeah, President Trump has made energy affordability a really key part of his message heading into the midterms. Now, a lot of that has been around utility bills with data centers and AI, but also gas prices. He's consistently touted that. I mean, in fact, a few hours before the strikes began in Iran, President Trump was out in Texas, in Corpus Christi, actually touting lower gas prices and lower oil prices. So, seeing an increase at the pump just 8 months ahead of the midterms could really have a significant political impact.
And you noted in a recent article that China buys roughly 90% of Iran's oil exports. So what could this mean for China?
Yeah, paired with the raid in Venezuela earlier this year, there's been a pretty significant impact on China's oil supplies, something like 17% when you add up the amount of oil that they get up from the amount of oil they get from Iran and Venezuela. That's about 17% of their supplies. That being said, China has spent the last year and a half or so really accelerating its stockpiling of oil. So its economy won't be immediately affected, but certainly in the long run, if this conflict continues for a significant duration of time, China could see an impact on its economy.
James Bikales, thank you.
Great to be with you. Thanks.